Final team in group number 2.
And that row falls to Louise, COHAS-BOGEY and Daniil, GRISHIN. And we hadn't seen this team on the Junior Grand Prix. In fact, struggled to find any competitive results or stats for them online, but they did showcase quality, finding themselves in this position yesterday in the rhythm dance. Louise, COHAS-BOGEY and Daniil, GRISHIN from France, the first of 2 French ice dance teams competing here in Gdansk, both trained by Barbara Piton. And I think you can see their teammate, Daniil Moaden, just between them in the back of shot there, cheering her friends on rigside. Wonderful to see.
Well, we're talking about that rendition of Danse Macabre, which was not completely different, but a little bit different. Not as intense, but interesting.
Yeah, I love this music. I remember seeing Marika Humphreys, a great ice dancer, performing to it, and it has such wonderful nuances to the music, and that will hopefully be something that Louise and Daniil can develop as the season progresses, finding each intonation Here you can just see a little flex in the free foot from Louise in the position, but safely through. And there, just a little stutter. And for the dancers, as we've said before, it's not obviously you see visible mistakes, but that little tiny stumble perhaps indicating the understandable nerves to compete here. Here, stationary lift, and so the feature for Daniil is to have his thighs at least parallel to the ice to get that called by the technical panel.
And that actually is in at a level 4, so it must have been called, or no, actually it's to be reviewed. That's not decided yet, so we'll see.
And that might be just that which the tech panel are reviewing here. He's in a difficult spread eagle, and she leaning out forwards or backwards with only one additional point of support between the legs. That's the criteria that they will be going for in regards to the features chosen, and there are so many options for the skaters to choose from to get the high level within the context of the lifts, and great to see different choices used as we see the dance of death being performed in this, the choreo character step sequence. The intensity to finish, trying to push those components ever higher.
So that stationary lift came in now at a level 3. It went in as a 4. It's down to 3. I don't know if that affected or was affected because of the thigh. It looked a little bit, maybe not parallel, but I don't know. Yeah.
And that's the discretion of the panel, the 3 members of the technical panel, and they all have to come to a decision regarding the levels achieved. And we do see variations in the event as to how strict perhaps a panel may be in assigning the higher levels, but what is consistent is the consistency throughout the event, and so the results are all reflective of that.
So when you're choreographing, Mark, as your do you pick their music too? I know many choreographers do, but you're a busy guy. Do you get to pick the music, or are you working with something that has been presented to you?
And generally, I tend to be, the music is brought to me if ever I'm choreographing for team or single skater, and so I work with whatever is given. If ever there's an occasion when I feel like it's maybe something that I think the judges might struggle to connect to, I'll voice that and vocalize that and just suggest it. But what is wonderful is if the skater is connected passionately to the piece that they're using. And so sometimes, even if I think, you know, well, I don't know if this is the best thing for you, if, you know, you've got a youngster, like a junior skater who's really connects to it, it's not my place to say, you know, the judges might not like it.
Sure enough. Let's take a look at the score. 72.51. That is second in the free dance with a competition score total of 121.89. And that will put Louise and Daniil currently overall into second place at the end of group number 2.